Hey, beautiful family. I hope y'all are doing well, feeling great. Um, I want to answer a couple of questions today. Maybe I'll do one question per video because I've been looking at social media and I see people asking questions that to me, they I would think they know the answer to, but apparently there's some missing information that needs to be shared. So I think I'm going to start with the Asian boycott, the boycott of Asian businesses. There's some people that come on social media and say, hey, we get it, we understand. You feel disrespected, you taking your ball and going home. Play with another group, play within your own family. And then there are some, I don't know if they think they're gaslighting us or they're gaslighting themselves. You're going to take this out on the whole community just because of one person, just because of this one incident? You know that's not true, because the people who have anti-Asian or anti-Black sentiment are within your own families and friends. So you know about this, right? And so you know that when a Black person comes in the store, some of you gather around to watch them, you know, or you have all your stuff behind some sort of lockdown. What I personally hate is the hovering and the nasty attitude. So you're not doing me a favor. I can live without these goods. And then there's the people that say, you can't live without us. You can't live without our restaurants. You can't live without our beauty supplies. You can't live without our this and our that. Um, you know that you're talking to the people who are famous the world over for civil rights, right? You know that you're talking to the people that, when they decide to put their minds together, change society, right? You know that you're talking to the people that invented the Underground Railroad, right? You know, and maybe you don't know this. Have you ever heard of a little thing called the Montgomery bus boycott? So, if you didn't hear of that, did you hear about Target? So, yeah, I don't get what you're saying. And then I heard on social media, and I don't know if this is true. I hope it's not true because it's completely ridiculous. But let's say there's a rumor that some Asian people want to uh, amend the Stop Asian Hate bill to include boycotts. So that's just ridiculous. And I hope it's not true, because what do you think that gains for you? You can't make people spend their money with you if they don't want to. So, you know, there's a lot of, doubling down. Um, See, when you do something and you double down, and you know that it's wrong, right? And I know that you know that it's wrong. Um, Instead of doubling down, what you do is humble yourself. You apologize and you take accountability. Um, this country, historically, with white supremacy, many times doubles down. So when I see you doing that, that's what I'm equating it to in my head, but it doesn't even really matter. The thing is, I think that we, meaning Black people, have accepted the disrespect for so long that it's normalized. You know, sometimes you just don't fight that fight because you have bigger fish to fry and you need your energy for that. But there comes a point where enough is enough, and that's where we are. So this was a moment that has now turned into a movement, and those customers are not coming back. right? So I know that it's not all Asian shop owners, because I've been to Asian shops and been treated well, but I'm almost always racially profiled, um, from going into beauty supply and being followed, watched on camera, or hovered near, to I'm in the nail salon and now all of a sudden we have to switch to another language, and then people are looking at me out the corners of their eyes, and some of them just turn and stare at me. So that's all of that is disrespectful. But now we've crossed the line from disrespect to danger. And so none of us wants to send our children into that environment. And if we're not going to send our children into that environment, we're not going either. And, you know, there are some people that come on here and say, well, you need to train your children better, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like a Fantasia song. I mean, even if all of that is true, and it's not, but even if it was, that doesn't justify you killing somebody. So the song, I feel like, is free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. And in this instance, I'm just going to help that along. I actually stopped shopping at the Asian store for the most part several years ago because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I don't like feeling uncomfortable while I'm spending. That's supposed to be a joyous thing. I mean, if I have money in my pocket to spend, that's an exciting thing, and I'm supposed to enjoy that experience. So if I'm not enjoying it, then why repeat it, right? So I've heard some things about some people saying that they'll make it impossible for us to purchase the goods that we have historically bought at the Asian store. So those goods will not be available for purchase at the Black-owned stores. Okay. I guess I'll have to go in my kitchen and mix something up, and it will probably end up being better for me. So that's an opportunity for some of you sisters and brothers that have some homemade concoctions for the skin and the hair and, you know, so forth. This is an opportunity. And so sometimes something negative can happen and turn into something positive. So just to recap, the boycott was a moment, but now it's a whole movement. And, you know, we're doing the thing that we said that we should do for years. So now we're doing it. So Black people don't hate Asians, but we really don't like the way we've been treated. All right, family. Y'all have a fantastic day. Bye.